Hi all. Welcome to the video tutorial of change management in ServiceDesk Plus. Any state of modification to an entity in your IT infrastructure is a change. Example, installation of patches on firewall software is also a change. But we have to be very careful when implementing that change. There, I believe we need to involve management, as it provides impact analysis, risk evaluation, accurate timesheet of events involved, record of operations involved and their cost details. Finally, providing us a proper visibility of the change performed. Now let's see how ServiceDesk Plus plays a major role in managing change using some best practices suggested by ITSM framework. It lets you implement change management in your IT infrastructure by providing complete control over the change and also having proper planning and implementing the same. Before we start with the change module, there are few configurations. These configurations can be done inside application under the Admin tab, Problem, or Change Management section. Here we are. Admin tab consists of all the configurations for change module. Change types, which gives the significance of the change. Risk, which involves all the risk in the change. Predefined phrases can be defined under the reason for change. And then change advisory board, where you can add users as a group who will assist the change manager in analyzing and further approving the change. Then, change roles which are allotted to the users in the change to define their access permissions. Change stages, where it provides an option to edit the predefined stages in the life cycle of change. Stage and status, here multiple status can be defined under each stage. Change closure code, which defines the type of closure that change underwent. Then, change closure rules, which enable the administrator to select mandatory fields to be filled in by the change owner before closing the change. After this configuration work, in ServiceDesk Plus we have few automation techniques which can help you in reducing the work involved in implementing the change. So, let's see what those in the configuration page are. So change workflow is one of the automation techniques under the change management. This helps in configuring the stage and status of the change based on the existing status of a stage. So, let's see how it can be configured. Let's consider SD emergency as an example. In this workflow also we have all the predefined stages shown. But, if under submission stage, status is selected as accept, then it should automatically move to the implementation stage with in progress as status. Also, it should notify required members associated with roles regarding pre and post movement. So in this way, you can configure the workflow for all the stages to a change request. Another automation technique is known as change template. This lets you customize templates for the most common and frequently requested changes. So let's take an example of emergency template. In any change template, it allows you to set the workflow, and then assign values to fields making them default. Move the field positions in the canvas, making certain fields as mandatory if required. Also add new fields into canvas, which can be modified under change additional fields. So in this way, you can configure the change template which will be helpful while creating a new change. Now let's see how a change is processed. This is the way in which a change in ServiceDesk Plus is processed, starting from creation to closure stage. Now let's see how exactly change module can be used to implement changes. You can use new change option here to create a new change. In that process, you can make use change template, to speed up the creation. Now, we will see a sample change request called
SSL certificate installation,
and how it is tracked using the change module. This is how it looks after creating the change. This is the submission stage, which includes change details like type, template, workflow, category, etc. And then users assigned to different roles like change manager, etc. Acceptance is necessary to proceed further from every stage, which can be done by selecting the appropriate status here. Now let's see the planning stage, in which analysis part includes impact of the change, Rollout plan to be executed. Backout plan. Checklist to be verified. Also, it is possible to associate problems and incidents here. Then, moving on to the approval stage, where CAB recommendations are tracked, helping the change manager in approving the change as he holds the final decision. Implementing the change can be tracked under the implementation stage. Here, you can associate to a new or existing project through which change can be implemented. Else, change can be divided into multiple tasks which will be assigned to different technicians. Technicians' work related to this change can be tracked using work logs added here. The next stage called review, where the reviewer will provide comments about the change implementation. After all this, in the close stage, approval summary of all the stages will be shown and closure code provides kind of closure the change had. In further, History tab provides detailed information of each event happened in this change. Along with this, we have change calendar available above the list view of changes. Here it shows the schedule of all the changes based on your permissions. Also, you can click on any change to view a short note about it. In this way, change management provides you all the required information to track changes in a smooth and sophisticated way. Thank you.